5 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson, escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check it out, Reed. Kill. 54.
Out of the gun, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base and score.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The first down throw for Winston. Taking a shot for Samuel, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride. And he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Jameis again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 44. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
We own them. Watch out.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pick up the ball.
From the gun, here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running with Howard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston taking a shot for Samuel, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They run with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And the Niners receivers get there and bring him down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Check 50, check 50. Slam, slam, slam. Get the boys down, he's coming.
3rd and long. It's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't think you got it, son.
To throw, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working out of the gun, Winston. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Pick that. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Texans 48, 49ers 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action now. Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check 99. Check 99.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
On first down, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
No time now. Time to go.
From the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Winston now. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready?
Jameis now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. To throw is Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans 17. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They come out here in the I. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Trying the right side with Howard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal, Winston. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Cut his left. Cut his left. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check, 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 check. You go tight. Alert. You got tight right there. I'm pretty poor. Muscle. Delta.
Here's Watson, operating from the gun. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man, complete. And chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, 59! Bang! Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Come on, boy. 59.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Jameis to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's make these babies proud.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Good job. That was a great one. Good job.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. They run with Howard. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's not going to get me.
Throwing, Winston. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Here we go. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
They go play action. Winston. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's just me and you. Switch.
Winston to the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bullock will put this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
He's coming. We got double up. Line him up. Line him up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll toss it to Breida. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Throwing on third down, Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
Set. 19. Mike 10. All day. 54. 10's a Mike.
From the 50, it's Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Mike 10. Stop your whining. 10's a Mike.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
A throw out wide to QT, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Here's Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
What's that? 19. Left by 4. Target, target. 24. Check 37. Check 37.
Now it's Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Say, flip, flip, flip.
Here's Winston. Open man is Samuel, complete. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
'58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Who that? Who that? 58, boy. 58. Easy.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
San Francisco.
They come out here in the eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Howard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.